What's up, everybody? It's Eren bringing my review today on Attack on Titan, episode 24. This episode, man, oh my god. Eren. The amount of pain that Eren went through in this episode. If you haven't watched it, please go watch it before you watch this interview, this review, because the amount of pain Eren went through in this episode alone, oh my. Alright, let's get into this. It started off from where it ended. Eren, Mikasa, Armin, they're talking to Annie. Annie gets captured by the Servant Corps members. They all gather on Annie, and Annie took out the ring and she slit her hand and she turned into a Titan. So this episode starts off, right? It takes off several days earlier before this incident, where they show Levi and Eren talking, and they build up this plan to take down Annie, and everybody else comes in and says, oh, we found out who the Titan is. And then Armin gives his spiel on who the Titan is and who he thinks the Titan is, and Eren freaks out and saying, how do you know it's her? How do you know it's Annie? And he just goes crazy. So back to the subject that mattered. Armin thought out this whole plan, which was great, because this is a great plan. All the soldiers that was around Annie when they tackled her, just when she turned into a Titan, they got destroyed. They got thrown into a wall, rocks all over them. They're crushed. They're gone. They're dead. So they're gone. And then Annie, Eren, Mikasa, and Armin runs away. They run through the tunnel. They don't go outside. They run through the tunnel. They start running, and the Titan's hand, Annie's hand just starts like grabbing for him, but she can't get them. So they run through the tunnel, and Armin's like, she probably knew this all along, because if you remember back in the last episode when Armin was talking to Annie, right after when she turned her back and she was walking away, she put the ring on. That's when she first put the ring on. So when we saw her put the ring on, she already knew it was going down, because how would she know that she needed the ring to turn into a Titan? Because that's what the ring is for. So when she was talking to Armin, she turned around and put the ring on. So she knew what was about to go down. So if you can remember that, then you know she already knew it was going down. So Armin was like, oh, she probably already knew it already. So they meet up with Squad 3. Squad 3 is at the end of the tunnel, and Armin waves to him, say, yo, the last squad, it all got messed up. So Squad 3 was like, alright, so let's start up plan B. And the female Titan foot came through the roof. They came through the roof and crushed them. They're gone. Straight destroyed them. So Eren bugs out and say, let's save them. Mikasa's like, no, we can't save them, let's be out. And so Mikasa drags Eren back, and then they start talking and stuff, and they said, Armin says, let's run in different directions. I run this way, Mikasa runs that way. She's gonna have to try to follow one of us, and if we put our hoods on, she won't know who's Eren. So that's the plan that they came up with. So then they end up running away, and Eren's like, how can you guys fight? How can you guys fight through all this? And you know it's Annie. How can you guys fight her? And Mikasa turns around and is like, plain and simple, it's a cruel world out there. Like, Eren didn't know this? He lost his mom to a Titan. He lost his squad to the female Titan. Everyone around Eren that he's been around is dying. They're all dying. He just saw a whole bunch of deaths, 2 squad deaths. He saw the people who were around Eren, the people who were around Annie. He saw that death, and he just saw Squad 3 get destroyed. She stepped through the floor. So I don't even know how he didn't know it was a cruel world. So I don't know how Eren doesn't know it's a cruel world after all the stuff he's seen. He's seen so much depth. I don't understand. But so Mikasa runs out the tunnel. She goes into the light, and she goes out and she goes crazy. She goes crazy, and the walls cave in on Eren. Walls drop on Eren. Armin's like, Eren, he's running back to Eren and stuff. Walls cave in on Eren. Mikasa goes crazy. Mikasa starts fighting the Titan. She's like, I'm not gonna let you take Eren away. She starts brawling with the Titan. The Titan try to grab Mikasa in her hand. Breaks out. She breaks her hand open. Mikasa's going Super Saiyan right now. Mikasa's Super Saiyan 2 right now. That's how hard Mikasa's going right now. So then it skips and it shows you Commander Erwin. Commander Erwin is with Levi, and they hear an explosion, and this other guy that's with them says, "What is that?" He sends a couple guys, says, "Go check it out," and Erwin says, "No, send all the men you have, send everybody." And he's like, "What do you mean, send everybody? What are you talking about?" So then somebody brings Eren his gear. Eren gears up. Eren's ready to go, telling everybody to move out. So then the other dude goes, "Wait, where you going?" Pulls out his weapon. Everybody straps up. A whole bunch of guns pointing at Eren. He's like, "Yo, you're going against the king's order. What are you doing?" And Levi was like, "Are you crazy? Is your head as empty as the gun barrel? What are you doing?" So the guns are pointing at Levi and Eren, and this guy's going crazy. So Jean leaves. They thought Jean was Eren because they were trying to get Eren to escape. So Jean takes off the wig, gets his commands, and he leaves. And as Jean is going through, he sees people standing on buildings just watching, and Jean's like, I wanted to be like them, and look where I'm at now. So Jean's kind of pissed, but not really. And oh man, Eren says, Eren goes to Eren, and Eren like, "Yo, you have to get up and fight." He's like taking the rocks off of him from the cave in. He's like, "Yo, you have to get up and fight. Like, to surpass the monsters, you must be willing to abandon your humanity." Like he said back in the forest when he was talking to Jean, Eren has to completely dismiss his humanity in order to level up with the monsters. Because if he doesn't do that, you're gonna care too much. Like, Eren's caring way too much about Annie, about the person that Annie was. He's caring way too much. So Armin's basically saying, like, you have to let it go. I know you care for Annie, but you have to let it go. Like Armin did. Armin let it go. Armin knew Annie was a friend to Armin, but he had to do what he had to do. She was a Titan, and she's trying to kill Eren and his friends. So that's what Eren needs to wake up and see. So Eren's in this delusion that Annie, I guess, could turn good. Like, he's in a Naruto delusion, like Sasuke's really gonna turn good. Well, he actually did turn good, but that's for the future. But so yeah, so Armin says you have to abandon your humanity in order to fight the Titans. So they end up leaving. The Titan ends up chasing Mikasa, and Armin, I think, and Jean. Mikasa and Jean. The Titan ends up chasing them, and the military are doing like these acrobatic moves. There's like this one piece when One Piece. There's like this one segment when like one of the dudes on the 3D maneuver gear, he like flips, catches another person. I think he caught Jean and threw him at the Titan. They're doing like some acrobatic circus stuff right now. So that was pretty dope. And then so yeah, Armin. Oh yeah, so that crazy girl that loves the Titans, I forgot her name. She set a trap for the female Titan. She ends up trapping the female Titan, and then the female Titan falls. They throw like a net with like spikes on it, and it falls on her. So she goes next to the female Titan and sticks the blade in her eye, and then she goes, "You can't call the other monsters to come eat you now because you're in the middle of our city. Like, there's no Titans around." And she says, "Well, I'm gonna eat you. I'm gonna devour you, and I'm gonna get all the information that I can out of you." Female Titan kicks like it was nothing, breaks everything through, and starts running. So crazy girl had nothing on her. Yo. So let's talk about Eren's struggle through this episode. Eren, when he was in the tunnel, Eren tried to bite his hand to turn into a Titan. Would it work? He bit his hand again, and started going like that. Oh, and it still wouldn't work. He was ripping through his flesh trying to turn into a Titan, and it wouldn't work. And then when he was under the rubble, like there was a stick through his body, and he tried to pull. Like at the end of the episode, he's trying to pull himself out. He ends up pulling himself out. Turns into a Titan. Round 3. Round 3. Eren versus Annie. Round 3. First round was when they was at camp together, and they fought. Round 2 in the forest. Round 3 in the city. Round 3. Who's gonna win? I think Annie won the first 2 rounds. Wait, no, I think she lost the first round because Eren learned the move and he pulled the move on her. Something like that. So, yeah. Round 3, Annie versus Eren. So, who's going to win this round? So, Eren breaks free. Eren turned into a Titan. Punched Annie in the face. It's brawl out. So, now they're about to brawl. This episode ends. Next week is going to be crazy. Who is going to win this fight? What's going to happen? What's going to happen to Mikasa? What's going to happen to Armin? What's gonna happen to Commander Erwin? Is he like they already know he's against the king? They're thinking that he's against the king now. So who knows what's gonna happen with Erwin? Mikasa's going all out for Eren. We already know she's like one of the best fighters. Oh yeah, Eren knew that it was Annie in the forest. Remember that cutscene in the forest where Eren's head got chopped off and we didn't know what happened? Well, the female Titan ended up kicking him. Like that kick that Annie threw when they first sparred, when they first had the that match at the camp. She kicked and cut his head off with a kick. She's too nice. Female Titan is too nice. Annie is too nice. I can't say anything else, but she's too nice. This is a great episode. There's a whole bunch of blood, a whole bunch of deaths. It's one of those episodes. Animation was perfect, on point. I love the animation. So much stuff happened. Crazy battles, people dying. Well, what else could you ask for in Attack on Titan? This is one of the animes. People die left to right. People were just getting thrown away. If only Naruto was like this. People were just getting thrown away left and right. This is crazy war. Titans dying. I probably left out some stuff. I just now saw the episode. I probably left some stuff out, but I'm sorry, man. Go watch this episode. This episode was amazing. Shingeki no Kyojin Attack on Titan episode 24. Like, subscribe to this channel for more Attack on Titan. Hunter x Hunter, I don't know when it's coming out, but I'm gonna throw a review out of Hunter x Hunter. I don't know if it came out already, but I'm gonna go look that up. So I'm gonna try the Hunter x Hunter review, or there is no Hunter x Hunter review. But yo, that was the episode. Episode's crazy. Subscribe. Do what you gotta do. I'm out.